Punjab National Bank management, which is getting ready to speak. So let's cut across.
December 14 stands at 2,751 crores, showing a YOY growth of 1.8%. For the 9 months period, it is 8,752 crores, showing a growth of 6.6%. Net profit for the Q3 has been 775% crores, showing a growth of 2.5%. And for the 9 months period, the net profit has been 2,755 crores, a growth of 8.6%. Global business has gone up by 13.4% at the level of 846,634 crores. Global assets have gone up by 10.1% and reached at the level of 574,864 crores. Global deposits, showing a growth of 15.1%, has shown a growth of 15.1% and reached to the level of 484,138 crores. And the global credit, a growth of 11.1%, reaching at the level of 362,496 crores. Now I speak only about the profit of the bank. For the Q3 FY15, it's at 11,614 crores. The interest income, 11,614 crores as against 10,984 crores, showing a growth of 5.7%. Interest expenses have gone up by 9.1% at the level of 7,381 crores as compared to the corresponding quarter of previous year, 6,763 crores. NII is 4,233 crores as against 4,221, showing a growth of 0.3%. Other income has shown a robust growth of 37.5% and reached at the level of 1,291 crores. Operating expenses are at 2,773 crores, showing a growth of 12.9%. It is mainly because of the staff expenses and AS15 provisions. Thus, the burden, which is the difference of other income and operating expenses, is at 1,275 crores. Operating profit has shown an increase of about 2%, to be exact 1.8%, and has reached at the level of 2,751 crores as against 2,702 crores. Provisions have shown a growth of 1.5% and reached at the level of 1,976 crores as against the corresponding quarter of the previous year, 1,947 crores. Net profit is thus showing a growth of 2.5%, a nominal growth but important during the present scenario, showing a growth of 2.5% and reaching at the level of 775 crores as against the previous quarter, as against the corresponding quarter of previous year, 755 crores. Then the profit from core operations, as spoken earlier also, net profit growth of 2.5%, operating profit 1.8%, and treasury trading profit has shown a good growth of 793%. That is to say, amount wise, it has increased by 187 crores due to better market opportunities, and thus core operating profit, which excludes trading profit, is slightly below by about 5%, is at the level of 2,540 crores as against 2,679 for the quarter last year. Now the regulatory provisions we had to make during this quarter, 1,723 crores as against 1,083 crores year-on-year basis. This steep rise is because of the provisions for the NPA we had to make. Standard advances, including standard restructured advances, the provisions we had to make to the tune of 135 crores as against 278 crores last year corresponding quarter. Depreciation on investment has given us some relief. There is a write back of depreciation due to mark to market of about 445 crores, thus giving us a positivity of 664 crores. Income tax we have provided enough, 508 crores as compared to 357 crores previous year's corresponding quarter. Others are showing a growth of growth by an amount of 44 crores. Therefore, total provisions are at 1,976 crores as against 1,947 crores. Breakup of income. Interest on advances have gone up by 5.9%. It is pertinent to note that the better growth is seen in the high yielding advances. This is as per the strategy adopted by the bank. In the further slides also I am going to discuss on this. Retail has gone up by 28%, MSME has gone up by 18.6%, and housing and other retails which are a part of retail have gone up by 23% and 44% respectively. Interest on investments have gone up by 0.5%. Other income has gone up by 92%, and in the other income, most important is the fee-based income, recovery in return of account and trading profit. Then if I speak one by one, interest income has gone up by 5.7%, other income which has gone up by 37.5%, fee-based income has gone up by 14.6%, recovery in return of accounts has gone to the level of 109 crores as against 86 crores, which is a growth of 26.3%. Trading profit has gone to the level of 211 crores as against 24 crores last year's corresponding period. Then dividend from liquid mutual fund also has gone up to the level of 77 crores as against 41 crores. Thus, the total income of the bank has risen to the level of 12,905 crores, showing a growth of 8.2%. Fee-based income, the parts of it because of just enough, or you can say low credit growth, processing fees and LC/LG income haven't shown much of an increase, but bills and remittances, incidental charges, income from ATM operations, income from insurance and mutual funds, and miscellaneous income which is coming from the subsidiaries, including exchange profit also, all these things have shown good growth. With the result, total fee-based income has gone up by 14.6% to an amount 888 crores as against 775 crores. Now the breakup of expenditure, interest paid on deposits has gone up by 10.7% because of due to global credit growth of deposit growth of 15%. Interest paid on borrowings has gone down to the level of 55 crores as compared to 178 crores. Others have shown some growth of 24.4%. Thus, total interest paid has gone up by 9.1%. Then comes the turn of establishment expenses, which have gone up by 15.4%, and the amount stands at 2,029 crores as against 1,758 crores. It is mostly because of AS15 provision. This quarter we had to make 853 crores. Last quarter also, that is sequentially we had made the same amount, but in the corresponding period last year it was 649 crores. Therefore 31.4% we had to make extra as compared to the corresponding quarter of last year. Other operating expenses have also gone up by 6.5%. Thus the total expenses have gone up by 10.1%. Now I speak about cost and yield ratios. Cost of deposit 6.11% as against 6.33%. Cost of funds 5.09 as against 5.18%. Yield on advances 9.86 as against 10.60. It is again important to note that cost of deposit, cost of fund and yield on advances as compared to sequentially as compared to the last quarter, that is Q2, it has been more or less flat. Then yield on investment, the growth is there is slight growth. It is at 8.05% as compared to the previous year's corresponding quarter, 7.84%. Yield on fund has gone down to the level of 8% because of higher NPAs. Then the NIMs for the quarter are at 3.21 as compared to the corresponding quarter of the last year, 3.57, and Q2 of the current year it was 3.18. But friends, for the 9 months our NIMs stand at 3.27. The next slide, if I talk about the movement of NIMs, it used to be at 3.50 in March 12, but slowly because as decided by the top manager, that is ourselves, we are taking the trajectory of going for AAA rated accounts or A rated accounts, which give us lower yield, but at the same time growth in SME as well as retail has given us very good performance this time. So now our NIMs stand at 3.21 as against 3.18 previous, and before that it was 3.42, and before that in March 14 it was 3.20. So it is more or less the same as it was there in March 14, that is 3.21. Now about ROA, it is 0.53 as compared to 0.58 last time. 8.32 is the return on equity as compared to 8.91. But then return on asset as well as return on net worth, it was 0.64 for the 9 months period and 9.86 for the 9 months period respectively. Then cost to income ratio is at 50.20. It has slightly deteriorated, but for the 9 months it stands at 48.06. Establishment expenses to total expenses because of AS15 pressure, it stands at 19.98 as compared to 19.07 corresponding quarter of the previous year. Book value per share stands at 205. More or less we were trading till 1 or 2 days ago, we were trading at the same level. Then earning per share is 17.11. But for 9 months period, earning per share stands at 20.29. Now, in percentage terms only, I am going to speak about the 9 months performance of the bank. Interest income, an increase of 7.9%. Interest expenses, an increase of 9.6%. NII, increase of 5.1%. Other income showing good growth of 28.5%. Operating expenses by 13.8%. Contribution by 2%. Operating profit 6.6%. Provisions 5.7%. And NP, that is net profit, by 8.6%. And profit from core operations for 9 months, net profit as has been said, it stands at 2,755, growth of 8.6%. Operating profit 6.6%. Treasury trading profit 34.7%. With the result, core operating profit excluding trading, which excludes trading profit, has shown an increase for the 9 months by 5.3%.